be me. 26 years old, work at a gaming store in a dying mall, live with my parents, the complete package. Have been rejected by exactly 60 different women over the past 8 years. Yes, I keep count because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. Started in high school when I asked Emily Chen to prom, and she literally laughed in my face before saying her dog just died. Her dog was fine. I saw it on her Instagram 3 hours later. College wasn't better. Asked out my study partner freshman year, and she transferred to a different section. Sophomore year crush told me she was focusing on her career, then started dating a guy from her chemistry class 2 days later. Junior year, I got confident. Joined the anime club. Thought I'd find my people. Asked out this girl who cosplayed as Asuka from Evangelion. She said she only dated guys who looked like anime characters. I looked like if Shaggy from Scooby-Doo got depressed and stopped eating vegetables. Senior year was a nightmare. Asked 4 different girls to various events. Got rejected by all of them in increasingly creative ways. One girl said she was lesbian, which would have been fine, except I saw her making out with Brad from the football team at a party. Another said she was moving to Japan to teach English. She's still here, works at Target. Graduation comes, no girlfriend, no prospects, just a degree in computer science and crippling social anxiety. Get a job at GameStop knockoff called Player Portal. It's in a mall that's basically a tomb with fluorescent lighting. There's like 5 stores left. Us, a sketchy phone repair place, a vitamin shop run by a guy who definitely sells something else, a dying Sears, and a sad food court with 2 operational restaurants. My coworkers are Mike, who's 19 and thinks he's going to be a professional streamer, and our manager Derek, who's 45 and has been working retail since the Clinton administration. The job is mind-numbing, mostly standing around watching Mike play Fortnite on the demo consoles while Derek reads conspiracy theory forums in the back office. I spend my shifts organizing collectibles, helping confused parents buy games for their kids, and scrolling through dating apps. Speaking of dating apps, that's where rejections 23 through 47 happened. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel. Even tried Farmers Only out of desperation, even though I live in a suburb. My profile is honest, maybe too honest. I mentioned that I like anime, video games, read fantasy novels, collect manga. Apparently listing your interests is a red flag if your interests aren't rock climbing and craft beer. The matches I do get are either bots or women who unmatch after I send a message longer than 3 words. One girl matched with me. We talked for 2 weeks. She seemed really into the conversation. We planned to meet for coffee. I showed up 15 minutes early because anxiety, waited for an hour. She never came. Texted her asking if she was okay. She blocked me. Later found out. Through mutual friends, she thought I seemed clingy because I asked follow-up questions about her life. Rejection 48 was a girl I met at a Magic the Gathering tournament. She said I seemed nice, but she didn't date guys who played blue decks. Rejection 49 was my dentist's receptionist, who I'd been building up courage to ask out for 6 months. Finally did it after a cleaning. She said she had a boyfriend, later saw on Facebook she was single, and posting about how all men are trash. Rejection 60 happened 2 months ago. Girl I met at a comic book shop seemed into the same stuff as me. We talked about Berserk for like 45 minutes, exchanged numbers, texted for a week. Asked her if she wanted to see the new Marvel movie. She said, I'm not really looking for anything romantic right now. Checked her Instagram a week later. She was in a relationship. After that, I gave up, decided to just accept my fate as a lonely retail worker who goes home and plays Elden Ring until 3 a.m. Life is predictable now. Wake up at noon, work 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., go home, game, sleep, repeat. My parents are disappointed but stopped asking about grandkids after I told them about Rejection 40. My dad just sighs a lot now, and my mom keeps sending me articles about how millennials are killing the dating industry. It's a Tuesday in October, unusually slow day at the store. Mike called in sick, probably hungover, so it's just me and Derek. Derek's in the back watching YouTube videos about how the moon landing was fake. I'm at the counter reading manga on my phone. Around 4 p.m., this girl walks in. She's wearing an oversized black hoodie, ripped jeans, beat-up Converse, has her hair in a messy ponytail. She's carrying a tote bag with a faded Cowboy Bebop print on it. Immediately, she goes to the used games section and starts browsing with the intensity of someone on a mission. I go back to my manga, trying to finish this chapter of Chainsaw Man. 20 minutes pass, she's still browsing, hasn't looked at the counter once. Derek comes out of the back office. You gonna help that customer or just stand there like a department store mannequin? Right, customer service, the thing I'm allegedly paid to do. I walk over to the used games section. Hey, can I help you find anything? She doesn't look up from the PS2 game she's examining. Do you have a copy of Persona 3 FES that's not scratched to hell? Her voice is flat, disinterested, like she's already expecting disappointment. Let me check the condition on our copies. I grab the 3 copies we have, inspect them under the store light. 2 are completely destroyed, 1 has minimal scratching. This one's in decent shape. Disc looks clean. She finally looks at me. And holy shit, she has the most tired eyes I've ever seen on a human being. Like she's seen some stuff, probably the entire internet's dark side. How much? It's marked 35, but I can do 30 if you have a membership card. I don't do memberships, they're a scam to collect data. She's not wrong, but also, that's my job to sell those. Fair enough, 35 then. She pulls out exact change from her hoodie pocket, like she calculated this beforehand. Hands it to me without making eye contact, takes the game, starts to leave. Wait, do you want a bag? I have a bag. She stuffs the game case in her Cowboy Bebop tote and walks out. Derek appears next to me. Wow, she was pleasant. Real ray of sunshine, that one. I shrug, go back to the counter, but something about that interaction sticks with me. Maybe it's the Cowboy Bebop bag. Maybe it's that she bought a PS2 game in 2024. Maybe it's the dead look in her eyes that I recognize from my own mirror. Whatever it is, I can't stop thinking about it for the rest of my shift. Week goes by, I forget about Persona Girl. Then the next Tuesday she comes back. Same outfit, different band on her hoodie. This time it's a faded Radiohead logo. She goes straight to the used games again. Derek's off today, so it's just me and Mike. Mike's filming a TikTok about how gaming is dead, and everyone's a casual now, completely useless. I approach Persona Girl. Looking for anything specific? Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, and before you check, I already know you don't have it. She's right, we don't. We have Digital Devil Saga though. She pauses, considers this. Condition? I grab our only copy, it's actually in really good shape. Pretty clean, disc is fine, case has minor wear. How much? 40 or 35 with membership. She gives me a look that could freeze hell. Fine, 40. Again, exact change. As I'm processing the transaction, I notice she has a phone charm on her bag. It's a little pixel art sprite of Rei from Evangelion. Nice charm, I say without thinking. She glances at it, then at me. You watch Evangelion? Yeah, it's like top 3 anime for me. The original series is perfect, the rebuilds or whatever. She actually makes eye contact for the first time. The rebuilds are corporate garbage that completely miss the point of the original. Oh shit, she has opinions. Right? Like the whole point was Shinji's depression and isolation, but the rebuilds just turned it into action sequences and fan service. Don't even get me started on what they did to Asuka's character arc. We're actually having a conversation. This is unprecedented. Mike walks over with his phone still recording. Yo, are you guys talking about Evangelion? That show's mid. Everyone just pretends to like it to seem deep. Persona Girl looks at Mike like he just kicked a puppy. Your haircut is mid. Mike looks offended, walks away mumbling about how nobody understands comedy. I try not to laugh. Sorry about him, he's like that. I can tell, he has the energy of someone who peaked in high school. He's 19, he's currently peaking. She almost smiles, catches herself. Anyway, thanks for the game. She leaves before I can continue the conversation. But something shifted. We actually talked about something she didn't immediately hate. Me. This is dangerous territory because I'm already thinking about her. No, stop it. You're done with rejection. Remember? You have a nice, comfortable life of loneliness and video games. Don't ruin it. But my brain doesn't listen to logic. I spend the next week hoping she comes back. She doesn't. 2 weeks pass, nothing. I'm starting to think I imagined the whole interaction. Then on a Thursday evening, she walks in again. This time she's wearing a hoodie with a Dark Souls bonfire on it. She's also carrying 2 large energy drinks. Goes straight to the counter instead of browsing. Do you guys buy used games? Yeah, but the trade-in values are pretty bad, I'll be honest. She pulls out a stack of games from her bag, mostly JRPGs, some fighters, all well-maintained. I start scanning them into our system. You're selling your whole collection? No, just the ones I've finished. Need money for rent. I'm tallying up the trade-in value. It's depressing. System's saying $85 total. She doesn't even flinch. Fine. As I'm processing the trade, I notice one of the games is Persona 3 FES, the same copy I sold her. Wait, you already beat this? That was like 3 weeks ago. I had time. That game is like 80 hours long minimum. Did you sleep? Sleep is for people with good mental health. I paused the transaction. Okay, that's concerning, but also extremely relatable. She looks at me properly for the first time. You look like you haven't slept in days. I was up until 5 a.m. playing Baldur's Gate 3. How far are you? Just started Act 2. Romance anyone yet? I'm playing a morally gray rogue who's mean to everyone. She actually smiles. So you romance Shadowheart. How did you know? Because everyone who says they're playing morally gray ends up romancing Shadowheart. We're talking again. This is becoming a pattern. I finish the trade, give her the cash. So do you just grind through RPGs at superhuman speed, or is this a special case? I don't have a job right now, so I have a lot of free time. Oh, she's unemployed, just like how I'm underemployed. We're basically the same. What did you used to do? Graphic design, got laid off 6 months ago, haven't found anything since. That's rough. Job market is terrible right now. Tell me about it. I've sent out 200 applications, got maybe 5 interviews, 0 offers. She sounds exhausted just talking about it. I have a degree in computer science and I work at a dying mall game store, so trust me, I get it. Why don't you apply for tech jobs? I did. 150 applications over 2 years. Most didn't even send rejection emails. We're bonding over our mutual career failures. This is either sad or beautiful. This economy is designed to crush our souls. Facts. She grabs her cash, starts to leave, then stops. What's your name? Oh shit, she's asking my name. Josh, I'm Josh. I'm Riley. Cool. Nice to officially meet you, Riley. Yeah, see you around. She leaves, and I'm standing there processing that I just had a borderline normal conversation with a girl. Mike comes back from his break. Bro, were you flirting with that goth chick? She's not goth, she's just wearing black. Whatever, man, she was totally into you. I highly doubt that, but the thought is nice. Riley becomes a regular. Every week, sometimes twice a week, she comes in. Sometimes she buys games, sometimes she just browses and we talk. I learned she lives alone in a studio apartment 3 blocks from the mall. She went to art school, graduated with honors, immediately entered the worst job market for creatives in decades. She had a graphic design job for 2 years before the company did layoffs, and she got cut. She's been applying everywhere since, mostly getting automated rejections. To fill time, she just plays games and watches anime, exactly like me. We start recommending stuff to each other. I tell her to watch Monster, she tells me to play Disco Elysium. She mentions she's reading Berserk, I tell her I'm current on the manga, despite Miura's death breaking my heart. We have weirdly similar taste in everything. Both love Cowboy Bebop, both think it's the perfect anime. Both agree that Ocarina of Time is overrated and Majora's Mask is superior. Both listen to the same sad indie music. She's really into Mitski and Phoebe Bridgers. I'm more Radiohead and Modest Mouse, but there's overlap. Both spend too much time on the internet. She's chronically on Twitter and Reddit. I'm more of a 4chan lurker, but also Reddit. One day she comes in and I'm reading Vagabond on my phone. Oh shit, you read Vagabond? Yeah, it's incredible. Inoue's art is insane. Dude, the water reflection scenes are literally museum quality. We spend 30 minutes just talking about manga art styles. She knows her stuff, talks about panel composition and visual storytelling like she studied it. I wanted to make manga when I was younger. Why didn't you? Because I'm not Japanese and the Western comic industry is a nightmare. Fair point. Also, manga work schedule would literally kill you. I'm already dead inside, so it wouldn't change much. We laugh, but it's the kind of laugh that's covering up real pain. These conversations become the highlight of my week. I genuinely look forward to Tuesday and Thursday, because those are the days Riley usually comes in. I start paying more attention to my appearance on those days, actually combing my hair, wearing my less wrinkled shirts. Mike notices. Bro, you're totally simping for Riley. I'm not simping, we're just friends who talk about games. You literally wore cologne today. You never wear cologne? Okay, he's got me there. I'm just trying to be professional. Professional? Dude, you work at Player Portal. Our dress code is don't be naked. I ignore him, but internally I'm panicking, because what if I am catching feelings? No, this is bad. Catching feelings leads to rejection. Rejection leads to pain. I'm at 60 rejections. I don't need 61. Besides, Riley probably just sees me as the guy who works at the game store, nothing more. But then something happens that changes everything. It's a rainy Wednesday, store is completely dead. I'm watching a YouTube video about the Elden Ring DLC. Riley walks in absolutely soaked, her hoodie dripping water everywhere. Holy shit, are you okay? My car broke down 2 blocks away. I was walking home and the rain started. She looks miserable, wet hair stuck to her face, shivering slightly. Wait here. I go to the back room, grab my jacket that I keep for emergencies. Here, you can borrow this. It's dry at least. She looks at the jacket, then at me. I'll give it back. It's cool, whenever. She puts it on. It's way too big on her. She looks tiny. Thanks. She sits on the bench near the door, clearly not wanting to walk home in the rain. You want me to call you an Uber or something? I'm broke until my unemployment check hits tomorrow. Unemployment, same boat as the job search thing. How long have you been on unemployment? 4 months? It runs out in 2 months, then I'm screwed. She says this matter-of-factly, like she's already accepted her fate. That's anxiety-inducing. You have no idea. Every day I wake up and check my email, hoping someone finally wants to hire me. I sit down next to her on the bench. I applied to 60 different places last year. Want to know how many called back? How many? 3, and all 3 said I was overqualified for retail but underqualified for tech. How is that even possible? Because the job market is a cosmic joke designed to make us suffer. We sit in silence watching the rain through the mall's glass doors. Can I tell you something kind of pathetic? She asks. I work at a mall game store. I don't judge pathetic. I've been rejected by 50 different guys. I turn to look at her. What? Yeah, I keep count. Started in middle school, currently at 50 even. Holy shit. That's a lot. Tell me about it. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm cursed. I'm processing this information. Why are you telling me this? Because you're like the only person who talks to me like I'm a normal human being and not some weird shut-in loser. My heart is doing something strange. Riley, I've been rejected 60 times. She looks at me like I just told her I'm secretly Batman. You're lying. I swear on my limited edition Legend of Zelda Strategy Guide collection, 60 rejections. How is that possible? You're like nice and you have a job and you're not completely hideous? Did she just compliment me? I could say the same about you. You're cool and you have good taste in games and anime. We're both staring at each other. We're both disasters, she says. Absolute train wrecks. The universe hates us specifically. We should start a support group. She laughs. Actual genuine laughter. The repeatedly rejected Lonely Weebs Club. We'd need a better name than that. The Forever Alone. Society? Still depressing. We're both laughing now and it feels good. The rain starts to let up. I should probably head home before it starts again. Yeah, keep the jacket. Seriously. I'll bring it back next time. She gets up, adjusts the jacket. Hey, Josh. Yeah? Thanks for, being cool. You too, Riley. She leaves and I'm sitting there having what can only be described as an emotional crisis. Because I think I might actually like this girl. And she just told me she's been rejected 50 times, which means she definitely has walls up. But we connected over our mutual rejection history, which is either the saddest thing ever or oddly romantic. I don't know what to do with these feelings. So I do what I always do. I go home and play video games until I forget about real life. Except I can't focus on the game because I keep thinking about Riley. The way she smiled when we were talking about manga. How she looked at my jacket. The fact that she trusted me enough to share something vulnerable. I'm so screwed. Next day I come into work and Derek immediately notices something. You look different. What? No, I don't. You're smiling. You never smile. What happened? Nothing happened. I'm just in a good mood. Mike walks in late as usual. Yo, Derek, Josh is totally in love with that girl, Riley. I'm gonna murder Mike. Derek perks up. The one with the Cowboy Bebop bag? She seems nice. We're just friends. Sure, and I'm just temporarily working retail, Derek says sarcastically. Great. Now both my coworkers are on my case. Even if I did like her, which I'm not saying I do, she's been rejected 50 times. She's clearly not interested in dating. Derek sits on the counter. Kid, let me tell you something. I've been married 20 years. I didn't even know Derek was married. My wife rejected me 7 times before she finally agreed to go out with me. That's either romantic or restraining order territory. The point is, sometimes people reject others because they're scared or dealing with their own stuff, not because they don't like them. This is the most wisdom Derek has ever imparted. So what? I should just ask her out and become rejection number 51? Or you could become the guy who finally broke the streak, Mike adds. I hate that he has a point. I'll think about it. Don't think too long, girls like her don't stay single forever, Derek says. The rest of the shift, I'm anxious as hell, because what if they're right? What if Riley actually might be interested? But also, what if she's not, and I ruin the only friendship I've made in years? Thursday comes, my usual Riley day. I'm a nervous wreck. Change my shirt 3 times before work. Mike is being absolutely useless, keeps making kissing sounds when Derek isn't looking. 4 p.m. rolls around, no Riley. 5 p.m., still nothing. By 7 p.m., I'm convinced I scared her off somehow. Then at 8:30 p.m., 30 minutes before closing, she walks in. She's wearing my jacket still, over a different hoodie. Hey, sorry I'm late, had a job interview. Oh shit, how'd it go? Her face falls. They said they'd let me know, which is code for no. Damn, I'm sorry. It's fine, I'm used to it at this point. She hands me my jacket back. Thanks for lending me this, I washed it. You didn't have to do that. I'm not a monster, I return things clean. We stand there awkwardly. So, I was thinking, I start, immediately regretting it. Yeah? There's this new ramen place that opened near here. Supposed to be pretty good. My heart is pounding. Are you asking me to get ramen? I mean, yeah, if you want, like as friends or whatever. No pressure. She's quiet for what feels like an eternity. Is this like a date thing or a friends thing? Oh God, she's making me clarify. It could be whatever you want it to be. Smooth, Josh. Real smooth. Because if it's a date thing, I should probably tell you I'm like really bad at dating. I've been rejected 60 times. I don't think you can be worse than me. She actually laughs. Okay, fine, but if this goes badly, you're going to be rejection number 51. And if it goes badly for me, you'll be the rejection number 61. So we're both risking our streak numbers? High stakes ramen. The highest stakes. We agree to meet Saturday at noon. She leaves and I'm standing there in shock. Did I just successfully ask someone out? Is this real life? Mike appears from behind a display. Dude, you did it! Were you hiding there the whole time? I had to witness this historical moment. Even Derek comes out from the back. Proud of you, kid. Now don't screw it up. No pressure or anything. The next 2 days are the longest of my life. I change my outfit 47 times. I Google how to not be awkward on a date, and every article is useless. I watch a YouTube video about conversation tips, and it just makes me more anxious. I consider canceling approximately 16 times. But Saturday comes and I force myself to show up. The ramen place is small, kind of hipster, has anime posters on the walls. I get there 10 minutes early because anxiety. Riley shows up exactly on time wearing a black dress with a denim jacket. Actually looks like she tried. Hey. We sit down, both nervous as hell. The waiter comes, we both order the same thing without discussing it. Great minds think alike, she says. Or we're both creatures of habit who pick the first thing on the menu to avoid decision paralysis. That too. Conversation starts rough, lots of awkward pauses. Then we start talking about a new anime that just dropped. Suddenly it's like we're back at the store, conversation flows naturally. We talk about everything. Games we're playing, shows we're watching, the heat death of the universe. Okay, but hear me out, Riley says. What if we're all just NPCs in someone else's video game? That would explain why my life has so many fetch quests and no main story progression. We're laughing. Actually having a good time. The ramen comes, it's genuinely good. This might be the best ramen I've had in this city, she says. Better than that place on 5th Street? Way better. That place is overrated. We finish eating, split the bill because Riley insists. So what now? I ask. There's a retro arcade bar like 2 blocks from here. You drink? Socially, when I'm not having an anxiety attack. Perfect, let's go. We walk to this arcade bar. It's decorated like an 80s nightmare, has all the classic cabinets. We play Street Fighter 2. I pick Ryu because I'm basic. She picks Chun-Li and absolutely destroys me. Where did you learn to play like that? My older brother taught me when I was like 8. We had a cabinet in our basement. That's actually cool as hell. We play a few more rounds. I don't win a single one. Then we move to the bar, order drinks. So tell me about rejection number 1, Riley says. Oh God, do we really want to go there? We're both disasters, might as well compare notes. I tell her about Emily Chen and her fake dead dog. She tells me about her first rejection in 7th grade when she asked a guy to the school dance and he said he'd rather go alone. We trade rejection stories like war veterans comparing scars. Some are funny, some are genuinely painful. Riley's rejection 25 was a guy who said yes to a date, then stood her up because his friends bet him he wouldn't actually go. My rejection 34 was a girl who seemed really into me until she found out I lived with my parents, then ghosted immediately. People are the worst, Riley says, sipping her drink. The absolute worst. Why do we even try? Because the alternative is dying alone with our cat eating our face when we inevitably collapse from malnutrition. Okay, that's dark but accurate. We're on our third drink now, both loosening up. Can I ask you something? Riley says. Shoot. Why did you ask me out? Like, actually. I think about lying, but the alcohol makes me honest. Because talking to you is the only thing I look forward to anymore. And I thought maybe you felt the same. She's quiet, staring at her drink. I do. It's just scary, you know? What is? Liking someone after being rejected so many times, it's like you're just waiting for it to go wrong. I get that on a molecular level. What if we just agree that we're both disasters and whatever happens, happens? No expectations? Zero expectations. We're already at rock bottom. Can't get worse, she laughs. Okay, deal. We're both disasters, no expectations. We shake on it like we're signing a business contract. The night continues, we play more games, talk more, laugh more. Around 11 p.m., the bar starts closing. I should probably head home, Riley says. Yeah, me too. We walk outside, the night air is cold. So this was nice, she says, really nice. We should do it again. Yeah? Definitely. We're standing on the sidewalk, both unsure what to do next. Can I hug you? She asks. Yeah, absolutely. We hug and it's awkward at first, but then it's nice. She smells like vanilla and sadness. Text me when you get home safe, I say. You too. We part ways. I'm walking to my car feeling like I'm floating. This might have been the best night I've had in years. I get home, text Riley that I made it. She responds immediately with a gif of Spike from Cowboy Bebop giving a thumbs up. I send back a gif of Shinji from Evangelion smiling. We text until 2 a.m. about nothing important. Fall asleep with my phone in my hand like a teenager. Wake up next morning to a text from Riley. Thanks for not being rejection 51. I respond, thanks for not being rejection 61. And just like that, something shifts in my life. Maybe we're both still disasters. Maybe we're both still broke and unemployed and living with our respective failures. But at least now we're disasters together, and that's something. Be me. It's been 3 weeks since that first date with Riley and everything is weirdly good. We've hung out 7 more times, alternating between her picking the place and me picking the place. She took me to this hole-in-wall Vietnamese restaurant that only has 4 tables and the best pho I've ever had in my life. I took her to a manga cafe where you can rent reading rooms by the hour, and she spent 3 hours reading through the entire Full Metal Alchemist series. We went to see a movie, some indie horror film about a haunted IKEA. It was terrible, but we had fun making fun of it. Riley has this thing where she whispers commentary during movies, and it should be annoying, but it's actually hilarious. Why would you follow the mysterious Swedish meatball into the labyrinth of furniture? She whispered during a particularly stupid scene. We've been texting constantly, like good morning texts and random memes at 2 a.m. She sends me TikToks about depression, and I send her Instagram reels about video game glitches. It's comfortable, easy, like we've known each other for years instead of weeks. But we haven't defined what this is yet. Are we dating? Are we just hanging out? Is this a situationship? I'm too scared to ask because what if asking ruins everything? Mike has been absolutely insufferable about the whole thing. Bro, when are you gonna make it official? Make what official? You and Riley, you guys are basically dating. We're just hanging out. You text her more than I text my actual girlfriend. Mike has a girlfriend now. Her name is Kayla. She met him at a house party and apparently thought his TikToks were funny. I don't understand it, but good for him, I guess. Derek has been more supportive, occasionally asking how things are going. You seem happier, kid. It's good to see. Thanks, Derek. Life is marginally less terrible. That's the spirit. Work is still mind-numbing, but at least now I have something to look forward to after. Riley usually swings by the store around closing time on days we're hanging out. Tonight is one of those nights. It's a Friday, and we're supposed to go to this boba place she found. I'm counting down the register while Mike reorganizes the collectibles section, which means he's playing with action figures. Riley walks in at 9:45 p.m., 15 minutes before close. She's wearing a Gorillaz hoodie and has her hair down for once. Looks different. Hey, ready to go? Yeah, just gotta finish closing. She browses while I count cash. Mike is trying to make a diorama with Funko Pops. Mike, what are you doing? Creating art, you wouldn't understand. Riley walks over to look. Is that supposed to be the final fight from Infinity War? Yes, finally someone with culture. They start talking about Marvel movies and I'm shocked they're actually having a civil conversation. Maybe Mike is growing as a person, or maybe Riley is just nice. I finish closing, we head out to Riley's car. She drives a 2004 Honda Civic that sounds like it's actively dying. The check engine light is permanently on. I really need to get this fixed, she says as the car makes a concerning noise. Does it always sound like that? Only when it's running. The boba place is in a strip mall next to a laundromat and a tax preparation office that's definitely a front for something. Inside, it's decorated with string lights and has K-pop playing. There's only 2 other customers. We order. I get classic milk tea. Riley gets taro with extra boba. You always get taro, I observe. It's the superior flavor, this is a fact. It tastes like purple. Purple is a delicious flavor. We sit in a corner booth, the kind with vinyl seats that squeak when you move. Riley is scrolling through her phone, frowning. What's wrong? Just check my email, another job rejection. Damn, which company? Some startup that wanted a graphic designer. I thought the interview went well, but apparently not. She looks genuinely sad about it. Their loss, you're talented as hell. You've never seen my work, so show me. She pulls up her portfolio on her phone, starts showing me designs she's done. Logos, website mock-ups, illustration work, all of it is actually really good. Riley, this is legitimately professional quality. Why aren't companies hiring you? Because there's 500 other designers applying for the same position, and most of them have more experience or better connections. The bitterness in her voice is palpable. It's just exhausting, you know? I send out applications, customize my portfolio for each one, write cover letters, do the interviews when I get them, and then nothing. I reach across the table, put my hand on hers without thinking. She looks at my hand, then at me. Sorry, was that weird? No, it's okay. We sit there for a moment, hands touching, and it feels significant. Want to hear something pathetic? I ask. Always. I've started looking forward to going to work because it means I might see you. She smiles. That's not pathetic. That's kind of sweet, actually. Really? Yeah, I've been timing my visits to the store around your shifts. Oh. So we're both pathetic. Extremely pathetic. We're holding hands now across the table and neither of us acknowledges it. Conversation shifts to lighter topics. We talk about the new season of this anime we're both watching. I can't believe they killed off that character. I'm genuinely upset, Riley says. I saw the spoilers on Twitter like 3 days before watching and I was still shocked. Why do you follow anime Twitter? It's a cesspool. I know, but I can't stop. It's like a car crash. We finish our drinks, head back to her car. So what now? She asks. I check the time. It's barely 11 p.m. We could go back to my place and play video games? My parents are visiting my aunt this weekend, so the house is empty. Immediately regret how that sounds. Not like that. I just meant we could hang out without them being weird. Riley laughs. Know what you meant? Yeah, let's do that. We drive to my parents' house. I'm suddenly self-conscious about the state of my room. When was the last time I cleaned? Did I leave clothes everywhere? We get there, I unlock the door, pray my room isn't a disaster. Welcome to my humble dwelling. The house is a standard suburban home, hasn't been updated since the 90s, has family photos on every wall. Is that you? Riley points at a photo of me at like 8 years old with a bowl cut. We don't talk about that era. You were cute, very Stranger Things kid energy. We head to my room. I open the door with trepidation. It's messy, but not catastrophically so. Clothes in a pile, gaming setup dominates one corner, posters of various anime and games on the walls. This is exactly what I expected your room to look like, Riley says. Is that good or bad? It's accurate, I'll give you that. She immediately goes to look at my game collection. Holy shit, you have the original Silent Hill? Yeah, got it at a yard sale for like $5. Lady had no idea what she had. That's worth like $200. I know, but I can't bring myself to sell it. I actually play it sometimes when I want to feel scared and sad. Mood. She continues browsing, pulls out my copy of Metal Gear Solid. We should play this. You want to play a PS1 game from 1998? It's a classic. Plus, I've never actually beaten it. I set up the PS1, blow into the cartridge like it's gonna help, the ritual of retro gaming. We sit on my bed because my room only has one chair and it's covered in laundry. Riley tucks her legs under her, grabs a controller. Okay, I'm terrible at stealth games, just so you know. It's fine, we can take turns, make it a shared experience of failure. We start playing and Riley immediately gets spotted by a guard. How did he see me? I was behind a box. You have to actually wait for him to turn around. This game is hard. We take turns dying repeatedly, laughing every time Snake gets caught. Riley does a terrible impression of Snake's voice. Metal Gear? That was the worst impression I've ever heard. You do better then. I try and it's equally terrible. We're both cracking up. The game is barely progressing. Around 1 a.m. we give up on Metal Gear and switch to Mario Kart. I'm gonna destroy you, Riley says confidently. Big talk for someone who can't do stealth missions. We race and she actually does destroy me. Wins 3 races in a row. How are you so good at this? I told you, my brother and I played video games constantly growing up. Mario Kart was our thing. Okay, but blue shells are cheap and you know it. Don't hate the player, hate the game design. We play until almost 3 a.m., just talking and gaming and existing in the same space. Riley yawns, stretches. I should probably head home. You sure? You can crash here if you want. I can take the couch. She considers this. Are you sure your parents won't be weird about it? They're not back until tomorrow afternoon, and honestly, they'd probably be thrilled I have a friend over. Okay, yeah, I'm too tired to drive anyway. I grab extra pillows and a blanket for the couch. You take the bed, I'll be fine out here. Josh, that's dumb. The bed is big enough for both of us. My brain short circuits. Are you sure? We're adults. We can share a bed without it being weird. She's right, but also, my heart is racing. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I give her a t-shirt and shorts to sleep in, leave the room while she changes. When I come back, she's sitting on my bed, wearing my clothes, and it does something to me emotionally. I change into my own sleep clothes, we both get into bed, maintaining a respectful distance. This is nice, she says quietly. Yeah. We lie there in silence for a bit. Can I ask you something? Riley says. Sure. What are we doing? There it is, the question I've been avoiding. What do you mean? Like, are we dating? Are we just friends who hang out constantly and hold hands sometimes? I turn to face her. She's already looking at me. What do you want us to be? I asked you first. I think I want us to be dating, like officially, but I'm scared of screwing it up. She's quiet for a moment. I want that too, but I'm also terrified. Of what? Of this being rejection 51, of getting invested and having it fall apart. I understand that fear intimately. What if we just try? No pressure. If it doesn't work, we can go back to being friends. Can people actually do that? Go back to being friends? Probably not, but we can pretend it's possible. She laughs softly. Okay, let's try. Yeah? Yeah, let's officially be disasters together. We're both smiling like idiots. So does this mean I can call you my girlfriend? I guess it does, boyfriend. Hearing her say that makes me unreasonably happy. We fall asleep like that, talking quietly until we drift off. I wake up around 10 a.m. to sunlight streaming through my window. Riley is still asleep next to me. Her hair is everywhere. She's drooling slightly on my pillow. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. My phone buzzes, text from my mom saying they're coming home around 2 p.m. I should wake Riley up, but she looks peaceful. I quietly get up, head to the kitchen to make breakfast. My cooking skills are limited, but I can manage eggs and toast. 20 minutes later, Riley appears in the kitchen, still wearing my clothes, looking sleepy. Morning. Morning. I made breakfast. She sits at the table, looks at the slightly burnt toast and overcooked eggs. This looks terrible. Yeah, culinary arts is not my forte. It's perfect. We eat breakfast together and it feels domestic in a way that should be scary but isn't. So we're actually doing this? Riley asks. Officially dating? Yeah, we are. Cool. Cool. We're both awkward about it, but in a good way. Riley's phone rings, she checks it, and her expression changes. It's my mom. Hold on. She answers, walks into the living room. I can hear parts of the conversation. Yes, Mom. I'm still looking for work. No, I don't want to move back home because I'm 26 years old. I know you're just worried. She sounds stressed. She comes back to the kitchen looking frustrated. Everything okay? My mom wants me to move back home since I can't find work, says I'm wasting money on rent. What did you tell her? That I'm handling it, but honestly my savings are almost gone. She sits back down heavily. I have maybe 2 months of rent left, then I'm screwed. What happens after 2 months? I don't know, probably end up moving back to my parents' place in the suburbs, which would be admitting defeat. I can see how much this is weighing on her. Hey, we'll figure something out. We? This is my problem. You're my girlfriend now. Your problems are kind of my problems. She looks at me like I just said something profound. That's really sweet, but also you work at a game store. You can't exactly support both of us. She's not wrong, but it still stings. I've been applying to other jobs too, just haven't heard back from anyone. The job market is a nightmare. We're both drowning. We sit in mutual economic despair for a moment. We should do something fun today. Take our minds off the existential dread, I suggest. Like what? There's a retro game convention downtown. Happens once a month. I've always wanted to go, but never had anyone to go with. That actually sounds cool. Let me go home and change first, though. She leaves. I clean up the kitchen and get ready. An hour later, she texts that she's ready. I pick her up in my car. Her apartment building is older, kind of run down, has the vibe of a place where people are barely getting by. She comes out wearing black jeans and a Persona 5 hoodie. Nice hoodie. Thanks. Got it at a convention 3 years ago when I had disposable income. We drive to the convention center, find parking after circling for 20 minutes. Inside, it's exactly as nerdy as I hoped. Vendors selling everything from Atari cartridges to imported Japanese games. There's a tournament section where people are playing old fighting games, a cosplay area, panels about game preservation. Riley immediately goes to a booth selling old RPG strategy guides. Oh my god, they have the original Final Fantasy VII guide. She picks it up reverently, flips through it. This was my Bible when I was 13. How much is it? She checks the price tag and winces. $60, way out of my budget. I check the price on my phone while she's not looking. It's actually worth closer to $100. Make a mental note to come back and buy it for her birthday, whenever that is. We spend 3 hours wandering the convention, talking to vendors, watching speedrunners, trying out demo stations. Riley destroys some kid at Street Fighter Alpha 3. The kid's dad is impressed. Your daughter's really good. Oh, we're not. She's not my daughter. She's my girlfriend. Saying it out loud to a stranger makes it real. Riley is grinning. We grab lunch from a food truck outside, sit on a curb eating tacos. This is the most fun I've had in months, Riley says. Same. We should do stuff like this more often. Bold of you to assume we can afford to do stuff. Okay, fair point. My phone buzzes. It's a notification from Indeed. I open it, expecting another rejection. It's not a rejection. It's an interview request from a tech startup, junior developer position. Holy shit. What? I got an interview request. Riley grabs my phone to look. Josh, this is amazing. When's the interview? Next Tuesday at 2 p.m. It's a video interview. She hugs me right there on the curb. You're going to crush it. I don't know. I'm terrible at interviews. You're going to practice with me this week and you're going to be great. Her confidence in me is both touching and terrifying. We head back to the convention, spend another hour browsing. I secretly buy the Final Fantasy VII guide while Riley is in the bathroom. The vendor gives me a discount after I explain it's for my girlfriend, says young love is worth supporting. We leave as the convention is closing, both carrying bags of stuff we probably couldn't afford. Today was perfect, Riley says as we walk to the car. Yeah, it really was. We drive back to her place. I walk her to her door. Want to come up? Yeah. Her apartment is small, studio with a kitchenette. Most of the space is taken up by a desk with art supplies and a gaming setup. Posters cover every wall: Cowboy Bebop, Evangelion, Samurai Champloo, Studio Ghibli films. Your room is very you. Is that a compliment? Definitely. We sit on her bed, which is also her couch, the reality of studio apartment living. I should probably tell you something, Riley says. Okay? I'm really bad at being vulnerable, like opening up to people. I've noticed. But I want to try with you, because you're the first person in a long time who doesn't make me feel like a complete failure. My heart is doing that thing again. You're not a failure, Riley. I'm unemployed, nearly broke, haven't accomplished anything since college. You're 26, you have time. Do I, though? Everyone else from my graduating class has real jobs, apartments they own, some are getting married. And I'm 26, working at a mall game store, living with my parents. We're both behind whatever arbitrary timeline society made up. She leans her head on my shoulder. Why does being an adult suck so much? Because we graduated into a recession, then a pandemic, then whatever economic hellscape this is. We really got screwed by timing. Generationally screwed. We sit in comfortable silence. You know what's weird? Riley says. What? I've been rejected so many times that I forgot what it feels like when someone actually wants to be around me. That's not weird, that's just sad. You're supposed to say something comforting. Okay, fine. I want to be around you constantly, and it's kind of annoying how much I think about you. She lifts her head to look at me. Really? Really, like I'll be at work and see something and think Riley would find this funny, or I'll hear a song and think Riley would like this. That's disgustingly sweet. I know, I hate it. We're both smiling. Riley kisses me, and it's our first actual kiss. It's awkward at first. We bump noses, but then it's nice. When we pull apart, she's blushing. That was okay, right? That was more than okay. Good, because I've been wanting to do that for weeks. We spend the rest of the evening watching anime and making out like teenagers. It's the best night I've had in years. I leave around midnight, drive home feeling like I'm in a different reality. My parents are home. They're watching TV in the living room. How was your day, honey? My mom asks. Really good, actually. Went to a gaming convention. That's nice. Did you go with friends? Yeah, with my girlfriend. Both my parents turn to look at me. Girlfriend? Since when do you have a girlfriend? My dad asks. Since this morning, technically. My mom looks like she might cry. Oh, honey, that's wonderful. What's her name? What does she do? Her name is Riley. She's a graphic designer, currently between jobs. You should invite her to dinner. Oh God, my mother is already planning our wedding. Maybe eventually we just started dating. Don't wait too long, I want to meet her. I escape to my room before the interrogation continues. Text Riley that I told my parents about her. She responds, oh God, now it's real. Me, we can still back out. Her, nah, I'm committed to this disaster. Me, same. The next week is a blur of work and hanging out with Riley. We're in that early relationship phase where everything is exciting and new. She comes to the store almost every day, usually brings me coffee. Mike is beside himself. Bro, you're living the dream. Your girlfriend brings you coffee. It's pretty great. Derek is happy for me but also concerned. Don't let it distract you from your interview prep. He's right. The interview is in 4 days and I'm nervous as hell. Riley comes over Thursday night to help me practice. Okay, tell me about a time you overcame a challenge, she says, reading from a list of common interview questions. I once fixed a bug in my code that took 3 days to find. Boring. Make it interesting. How do I make debugging interesting? I don't know. You're the one interviewing. We practice for 2 hours. Riley is ruthless. You're saying too much. You're not making enough eye contact. That answer was way too long. They're going to zone out. You're really bad at this coaching thing. I'm helping. By the end, I'm more anxious than before. Okay, maybe I'm being too hard on you, Riley admits. You think? You're going to do fine. Just be yourself. Myself is an anxious mess who can't make eye contact. Then be a slightly less anxious version of yourself. Weekend comes and goes. Monday is torture. I can barely focus at work. Keep checking the time. Riley texts me motivational messages. You've got this. They'd be lucky to have you. Worst case scenario, you still have a job at the mall. That last one is less motivational, but I appreciate the honesty. Tuesday arrives. I'm a wreck. Call in sick to work, which I never do. Spend the morning researching the company, preparing answers, changing my shirt 5 times. Riley comes over an hour before the interview. Moral support, she says, handing me an energy drink. I don't think I should have caffeine right now. You look exhausted, trust me. I drink it and immediately regret it. Now I'm anxious and jittery. She sits next to me while I set up for the video call. Remember, firm handshake through the screen. That's not how video interviews work. I know, I'm trying to lighten the mood. 2 p.m. hits, I join the call. It's 3 people on the other end, the hiring manager and 2 developers. They seem nice, ask standard questions about my experience and skills. I answer as best I can, trying to remember everything Riley and I practiced. They ask about a project I worked on in college. I explain the app I built for tracking study groups, how I implemented the database, handled user authentication. They seem interested, ask follow-up questions. 30 minutes in and I'm actually relaxing. Then they ask the dreaded question. So why do you want to work here? I blank. Completely forget the answer I prepared. Riley is off screen making frantic gestures. I really admire your company's approach to solving real-world problems with technology. Smooth Josh. Very generic. And I think my skills in full-stack development would be a good fit for your team. They nod, seem satisfied. Interview wraps up at 2:45. We'll be in touch within a week. Thanks for your time, Josh. I leave the call and collapse. Riley sits next to me. How'd it go? I have no idea. I blanked on the last question. I saw, but you recovered well. Did I, though? You did better than you think. We spend the rest of the day trying not to obsess over it. Riley suggests we play video games to take my mind off things. We boot up It Takes Two, a co-op game she's been wanting to try. It requires actual teamwork and communication. We're terrible at it at first, keep dying because we're not coordinating. Jump now. I am jumping. The other way. Eventually we find our rhythm, start making progress. We're actually kind of good at this, Riley says. Surprisingly, yes. We play for hours, completely absorbed. It's nice to focus on something that isn't job hunting or money problems. Around 9 p.m., Riley's phone rings. She checks it. Her expression changes. It's a number I don't recognize. Could be a job? She answers nervously. Hello? Yes, this is Riley. Wait, really? Oh my God, yes, I'm still interested. She's scribbling notes on a piece of paper. Thursday at 10 a.m., I'll be there, thank you. So much! She hangs up, practically vibrating with excitement. I got an interview, an actual in-person interview for a design position at a marketing agency. I hug her immediately. Riley, that's amazing! It's downtown, the pay is decent, they saw my portfolio online and wanted to meet. We're both jumping around like idiots. We're both getting interviews in the same week. Maybe our luck is finally turning around. We celebrate by ordering way too much Chinese food, sitting on her floor eating lo mein straight from the container. What if we both get jobs? Riley asks. Then we'd be functional adults with income. That's a terrifying concept. We could, go on real dates that cost money. Revolutionary. We laugh, but there's real hope there. The next few days are anxious waiting. I don't hear anything from the startup. Riley is preparing for her interview, showing me different portfolio presentations. Thursday morning, I wake up to a text from her. Leaving for interview? Wish me luck. Me. You're going to kill it. I'm at work when she texts me afterwards. Interview went well, I think. They seem to like my work. When will you hear back? They said early next week. So now we're both in limbo. Friday comes, still no word from the startup. I'm starting to think I bombed the interview. Riley comes by the store during my lunch break. Any news? Nothing. Probably means no. They said within a week. It's only been 3 days. Yeah, but usually when they're interested, they follow up faster. She sits on the counter. Derek doesn't even care anymore. We're going to be okay either way, she says. How are you so optimistic? I'm not. I'm just trying to manifest positive outcomes. Does that actually work? Probably not, but it can't hurt. The weekend is torture, constantly checking my email. Monday morning, still nothing. Tuesday afternoon, I'm organizing the strategy guide section when my phone rings. Unknown number. My hands are shaking as I answer. Hello? Hi, is this Josh? Yes, this is Josh. This is Sarah from Tech Startup Name. We'd like to offer you the junior developer position. I nearly dropped my phone. Are you serious? Very serious. Starting salary is $65K, full benefits. Start date would be 2 weeks from now. I'm trying not to scream in the middle of the store. Yes, absolutely, I accept. We go over details. I'll get the formal offer by email. I hang up and immediately call Riley. She answers on the first ring. Josh, I got the job. She screams so loud I have to pull the phone away from my ear. Oh my God, congratulations. $65K, Riley, that's real money. That's adult money. Mike runs over. Dude, what's happening? I got a real job. I'm leaving the mall. Even Mike is happy for me, gives me a genuine hug. Derek comes out from the back. You're leaving us? Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. Don't be sorry, kid. Get the hell out of retail while you can. He shakes my hand. Proud of you. I'm honestly emotional about leaving despite hating this job. Riley shows up 20 minutes later. We hug in the middle of the store. This is incredible, she says. I know. I can't believe it's real. We're celebrating tonight. I'm buying. You're unemployed. I should buy. Okay, you're buying, but I'm choosing where. She picks this Korean BBQ place that's slightly expensive but worth it. We get a table, order way too much food. A toast, Riley raises her water glass. To new beginnings and finally catching a break. We clink glasses. You know what this means? I say. What? I can actually take you on nice dates now. These dates have been nice. We've mostly eaten food court Chinese and split the bill. Okay, fair, but I didn't care about that. I know, but now I can actually do stuff. We eat and talk about the future. When do you start? 2 weeks. I have to give my notice at the store. Derek's going to be lost without you. He survived this long. He'll be fine. My phone buzzes, email notification. It's the formal offer letter. I skim through it. Everything is as discussed. This is really happening, I say out loud. Riley reaches across the table, takes my hand. You deserve this. We'll see, I might be terrible at the actual job. Shut up and accept the win. We finish dinner, head back to my place. My parents are still up, watching Jeopardy. Mom, Dad, I got a job offer. My mom actually tears up. Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Tell us everything. I explain the position, the salary, the start date. My dad looks genuinely proud. That's great, son, really great. Riley is sitting on the couch smiling. My mom goes full interrogation mode. So Riley, Josh tells us you're a graphic designer? Yes, ma'am. Currently freelancing and looking for full-time work. What kind of design work do you do? Riley shows her some portfolio pieces on her phone. My mom is actually impressed. These are beautiful. You're very talented. Thank you. I appreciate that. They talk for 20 minutes. My mom is clearly already planning our future. When Riley leaves, my mom pulls me aside. She's lovely. Don't screw this up. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Mom. I'm serious. Girls like that don't come around often. She's not wrong. Next 2 weeks are weird. I'm working out my notice at Player Portal. Mike is sad I'm leaving. Derek is happy for me, but also dreading training my replacement. The new kid starts Monday. You have 3 days to teach him everything. The new kid is 17, has never played a video game that isn't Fortnite. So what's a JRPG? He asks. I die a little inside. Japanese role-playing game like Final Fantasy or Persona. Is that like an RPG in Fortnite? Mike and I exchange looks of horror. We're so doomed, Mike says. I do my best to train him, but he's clearly just here for a paycheck. My last day comes. It's bittersweet. Riley shows up with a cake that says, "Congrats on escaping retail." Mike, Derek, and even some regular customers are there. Speech, Mike yells. I don't have a speech prepared. Make something up. I stand on the counter like an idiot. Working here has been, well, it's been a job. Everyone laughs. But seriously, you guys made it bearable. Thanks for that. Derek nods approvingly. Now get out of here before I put you back on the schedule. We eat cake. I say my goodbyes. Riley drives me home. How do you feel? Weird, like I'm closing a chapter. You are. You're moving on to better things. What if I'm terrible at the new job? Then you'll figure it out. That's what everyone does. That night I can't sleep. Too anxious about starting. Riley texts me at 2 a.m. You awake? Yeah, can't sleep. Me either. Want company? Always. She shows up 20 minutes later in pajamas. We lie in my bed talking. I'm scared, I admit. Of what? Of everything. The new job, growing up, being an actual adult. That's normal. Everyone's scared. You don't seem scared. I'm terrified constantly. I'm just good at hiding it. She rolls over to face me. We're going to figure this out together, okay? Okay. I'm proud of you for what it's worth. It's worth a lot. We fall asleep holding hands. Monday morning comes too fast. First day at the new job. I dress in actual business casual, button-up shirt and slacks. Riley helped me pick out the outfit yesterday. You look like a real professional, she said. I look like I'm pretending to be an adult. That's what being an adult is. The office is downtown, modern building with those open concept workspaces. I check in at reception. They give me a visitor badge. Sarah from HR gives me the tour. This is the development floor. You'll be sitting over here. She shows me to a desk with 2 monitors and a fancy chair. Your team lead will be here soon to get you set up. I sit there feeling completely out of place. A guy about my age walks over. You must be Josh. I'm Marcus, team lead for the junior devs. We shake hands. He seems friendly. Welcome aboard. Let me introduce you to the team. There's 4 other junior developers, all around my age. They seem normal, slightly nerdy, immediately start talking about what games they're playing. You play Elden Ring? One asks. Yeah, beat it twice. Nice, we should co-op sometime. Maybe this won't be terrible. The day is mostly orientation. setting up accounts, going through documentation. Lunch break, I text Riley. Still alive, people seem cool. Told you it would be fine. How's your day? Applied to 6 more places, the usual. I wish she had good news too. First week flies by, learning the code base, getting assigned small tasks. It's challenging, but not impossible. My coworkers are helpful. Marcus is a good manager. Friday afternoon, he pulls me aside. You're doing great, Josh. You pick things up fast. Thanks, I'm trying. Keep it up, and we'll have you on bigger projects soon. I leave work feeling accomplished. Riley is waiting in the parking garage. Surprise! What are you doing here? Picking up my employed boyfriend. We're celebrating your first week. She drives us to this little Italian place. Over pasta, I tell her about my week. Everyone's really nice. The work is interesting. I think I'm actually going to like it there. See? I told you you'd be great. What about you? Any responses? Her face falls slightly. One rejection, the rest silence. Something will come through, I know it. I hope so. My savings are getting really low. I reach for her hand. How bad is it? I have enough for maybe 1 more month of rent and food. Move in with me. The words are out before I can stop them. She looks shocked. What? Move in with me. I have my first paycheck coming. I can help with expenses until you find something. Josh, we've been dating for like a month. I know it's fast, but it makes sense. You need a place. I have space. Your parents are going to think I'm using you. I don't care what they think. I'm offering because I want to help. She's quiet, considering. Are you sure? Completely sure. This is insane. Most good things are. She laughs. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Really? Really? I'm moving in with my boyfriend of 1 month because my life is a disaster. We're both grinning like idiots. My parents are going to flip. We'll deal with them together. Telling my parents goes about as expected. My mom has concerns. Isn't it a bit soon? Maybe, but Riley needs help and I want to help her. What if it doesn't work out? Then we'll figure it out, but I want to try. My dad is more practical. Can you afford to support both of you? My salary can cover it if we're careful. He nods slowly. If you're sure about this. I am, my mom sighs. Fine, but she's sleeping in the guest room until you two figure things out properly. Small victories. The following weekend, we move Riley's stuff. She doesn't have much, fits everything in 2 car trips. Clothes, art supplies, gaming setup, collection of manga and anime figures. We set up the guest room as her space. This is weird, she says, unpacking. Good weird or bad weird? Just weird. I've lived alone for 3 years. You're not alone anymore. She stops unpacking, comes over and hugs me. Thank you for this. You don't have to thank me. I do, though. Most people wouldn't do this. Most people aren't dating you. Living together is an adjustment. We have to navigate shared space, bathroom schedules, whose turn it is to do dishes. Riley leaves art supplies everywhere. I leave laundry in piles. We both stay up too late gaming, but it works somehow. Having her there makes the house feel less empty. My parents warm up to her quickly. My mom loves that Riley helps with cooking. My dad appreciates that she actually laughs at his terrible jokes. I like her, my dad tells me one evening. Me too. Don't screw it up. Why does everyone keep saying that? 3 weeks into Riley living with us, she gets a call. I'm at work when she texts. Holy shit! Me. What happened? The marketing agency called. They want to offer me the position. I actually stand up at my desk and pump my fist. Coworkers look at me weird. Sorry, girlfriend got a job. They congratulate me like it's my achievement. I leave work early, stop at a grocery store, buy ingredients to make dinner, which is ambitious for me. Riley gets home around 6 p.m. She's glowing. Tell me everything. Salary is $55K. They want me to start in 2 weeks. I'll be working on campaigns for local businesses. Riley, that's incredible. I know. I can't believe it. After all these applications, something finally worked. We hug and she's crying happy tears. We both have jobs. We're actual employed adults. This is the weirdest timeline. I attempt to make the dinner I planned. It's a disaster. The chicken is overcooked, the vegetables are burnt, the rice is somehow crunchy. This is terrible, I admit. It's the thought that counts. We order pizza instead, sitting on the living room floor eating pizza and celebrating. You know what's crazy? Riley says. What? 2 months ago I was convinced I was going to die alone and unemployed. Same. And now we're both employed and living together. Character development. She leans against me. I'm really happy. Me too. Like genuinely happy. It's weird. We deserve it though, after all the rejection and failure. Do we though? Absolutely. We paid our dues in suffering. We watch anime until midnight, both too excited to sleep. Riley starts her new job the following Monday. We have this routine now. Both wake up at 7 a.m., fight over the bathroom, make coffee, commute together. I drop her off at her building, drive to mine, text throughout the day about random stuff, meet up after work, come home, exist together. It's domestic and comfortable and everything I never thought I'd have. 1 month into both of us working, we're hanging out with Mike and his girlfriend Kayla. We're at a bowling alley because Mike insisted. Couples bowling? He declared. I'm terrible at bowling. Riley is somehow amazing. How are you good at everything? I ask after she gets a strike. I'm not good at everything, I'm just good at games. Bowling is barely a game. It's a game of angles and physics. Mike and Kayla are being disgustingly cute. They've been dating for 4 months and are already talking about moving in together. You guys should get a place together, Kayla says. We kind of live together already, Riley responds. Yeah, but with his parents, you should get your own place. Riley and I exchange looks. We haven't talked about it, but it's something I've thought about. Later that night, lying in bed. Would you want to get our own place? I ask. Riley is quiet for a moment. Eventually, yeah, but we should probably save up first. How much would we need? First month, last month, security deposit, furniture, probably like $10K. That's doable if we both save. You really want to live with me long term? Is that surprising? A little. You could do better. I turn to face her. Riley, you're literally the best thing that's happened to me. I'm unemployed and depressed. You have a job now. Okay, fine, I'm employed and depressed. Same, we match. She smiles. Okay, fine, let's save up and get a place. Really? Really, we're disasters together. Might as well make it official with a lease. We start looking at apartments online. Most are way out of our budget. Who can afford $2,000 a month for a 1-bedroom? Riley asks. Rich people. We're never going to be rich people. Not with that attitude. We eventually find a place that's affordable, decent neighborhood, allows pets even though we don't have any. We could get a cat, Riley suggests. You want a cat? I've always wanted a cat, never had the stability for it. We have stability now. Do we though? More than before at least. We put together a savings plan. Both contribute to a shared account every paycheck. It's slow but steady progress. Watching the number go up is satisfying. We're at 3,000, Riley announces one day. Halfway there. We're functioning adults who save money. Revolutionary concept. Work is going well for both of us. I get assigned to a bigger project, working on a client app. Riley gets to lead her first campaign, local coffee shop branding. We're both stressed, but in a good way. Productive stress instead of existential dread stress. I actually like my job, Riley says one evening. Same. It's weird to not hate going to work. Is this what normal people feel? I think so. Bizarre. 3 months into saving, we hit our goal. $10K in the account, enough to make the move. We start apartment hunting for real. Look at 6 places in 2 weeks. The first is a dump. The second smells weird. The third has a roach problem. The fourth is perfect. 1 bedroom, updated kitchen, decent closet space near both our jobs. This is the one, Riley says. You sure? Positive. Look, it even has good natural light for my art stuff. We put in an application. 2 days later, we get approved. We have an apartment, Riley screams. Our own place. No parents. Adult independence. We're both excited and terrified. Telling my parents is emotional. My mom cries, my dad is proud. You're really grown up now, my mom says. I'm 26, Mom. Still my baby. Moving day is chaos. Mike helps us move, Derek shows up with the truck. Told you I'd help when you needed it, kid. We move everything in 1 day. By evening, we're exhausted, sitting on our empty living room floor. We did it, Riley says. We actually did it. From 2 broke, unemployed disasters to functioning adults with an apartment. Character growth, we high-five. Our furniture is minimal, most of it secondhand or from IKEA, but it's ours. First night in the apartment, we order Chinese food, sit on the floor eating lo mein. Remember when we met? I ask. You were reading manga at the counter, and I bought Persona 3. Best $35 I ever made in commission. You didn't make commission. Metaphorical commission. She laughs. I'm glad I walked into that store. Me too. Even though we're both still kind of disasters. The best kind of disasters. We fall asleep on an air mattress because our bed frame hasn't been delivered yet. Wake up to sunlight streaming through our windows, our apartment, our space, our life together. Morning, Riley mumbles. Morning. How does it feel to be a real adult? Ask me after coffee. We make coffee in our new kitchen. Everything is in the wrong place. We have to search for cups. But it's perfect anyway. Riley gets a text. My mom wants to visit next weekend. That's cool. You sure? She can be a lot. I can handle it. Riley's mom visits, and she is indeed a lot. Very concerned about everything, asks a million questions. So how long have you two been together? About 4 months, Riley answers. And you're already living together? We're 26, Mom, not teenagers. I just worry about you. I know, but I'm happy. We're both happy. Her mom looks at me. You take care of my daughter? I try my best. She nods approvingly. Okay, you seem like a good kid. After she leaves, Riley is exhausted. That went better than expected, I say. She didn't hate you. That's a win. We settle into our new life. Both working, both contributing to bills, both actually happy. It's not perfect. We argue sometimes about stupid stuff. Who left dishes in the sink, why the trash isn't taken out, whose turn it is to clean the bathroom. But we work through it. This is what normal couples do, right? Riley asks after an argument about laundry. I think so. We're learning together. We're both disasters, but we're figuring it out. Exactly. 6 months into living together, we're lying in bed. I love you, Riley says suddenly. It's the first time either of us has said it. My heart stops. What? I love you? I've been wanting to say it for a while. I love you too. Yeah? Yeah, like a lot. It's honestly concerning how much. She kisses me. We're really doing this. The whole relationship thing? Yeah, we really are. Neither of us are rejection 51 or 61. We broke our streaks. Best decision ever. We fall asleep holding each other. Life isn't perfect, but it's good. We're both employed, have our own place, have each other. Sometimes I think about all those rejections, all the people who said no, who ghosted, who didn't see what I had to offer, and I'm grateful. Because if any of them had said yes, I wouldn't have been available when Riley walked into that game store. Wouldn't have had this chance. Rejection number 61 never came, because Riley was number 1 instead. Be me. 1 year into dating Riley, living together for 8 months now. Life has become surprisingly normal. Wake up, go to work, come home, hang out with girlfriend, repeat. It's the kind of boring stability I never thought I'd have. Both of us got promotions at our jobs, making decent money now. I'm a mid-level developer, Riley's a senior designer. We can actually afford things beyond ramen and regret. Tonight is special though, it's our 1-year anniversary. I made reservations at this fancy restaurant Riley's been wanting to try. The kind of place where appetizers cost more than my old weekly grocery budget. I'm nervous as hell because I have plans. Bought a ring 3 weeks ago, been carrying it around like it's gonna explode. Mike knows, been giving me shit about it constantly. Bro, you're really doing this? Yeah, man, I want to marry her. That's wild. You went from rejected 60 times to engaged. Not engaged yet, she hasn't said yes. She's gonna say yes, you guys are like disgustingly happy. I hope he's right. Get home from work, Riley's already getting ready. She's wearing this black dress I've never seen before. You look incredible. You're required to say that. You're my boyfriend. I mean it though. She smiles, does a little spin. Think they'll let us in? We still look like broke millennials pretending to be fancy. We have jobs now. We're allowed to be fancy. We drive to the restaurant, valet parking because this place is serious. Inside, it's all low lighting and jazz music. Everyone looks rich. We definitely don't belong here, but we're trying. The waiter brings menus. Everything is in French. Riley and I exchange panicked looks. I took 2 years of French in high school and retained nothing, she whispers. I'll just point at something and hope it's not snails. We order. The food is actually amazing when it arrives. Tiny portions, but delicious. This is one fancy mushroom, Riley says, examining her plate. That mushroom costs $30. Worth it. This is the best mushroom of my life. We're laughing, having a good time. Halfway through dinner, Riley gets serious. Can I say something sappy? Always. A year ago, I was convinced I'd die alone, and now I'm here with you, and I'm just really grateful. My heart is pounding because this is the opening I need. Riley, you know you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, right? You're pretty great too. I mean it. Before you, I was just existing, going through motions, convinced I'd always be alone. She reaches across the table, takes my hand. Same. We saved each other from being bitter, lonely weirdos. We're still weirdos, just not lonely anymore. Fair point. I'm sweating. This is it. I stand up, her eyes go wide. Josh, what are you doing? I pull out the ring box, get down on one knee. The entire restaurant goes quiet. Riley, we've both been rejected more times than anyone should be, but finding you made all of that worth it. Will you marry me? She's crying, hand over her mouth. Are you serious? Completely serious. Yes, oh my God, yes. I put the ring on her finger, stand up and kiss her. The restaurant applauds, some old lady is crying. We sit back down, both shaking. I can't believe you just did that, Riley says. I've been planning it for weeks. This is insane, we're getting married. We really are. She keeps staring at the ring. It's perfect, how did you know my size? I stole one of your other rings and took it to the jeweler. You sneaky bastard. The rest of dinner is a blur, we're both too excited to focus. Drive home, can't stop smiling. We should call people, Riley says. It's 10 p.m. I don't care, I want to tell everyone. She calls her mom first, who screams so loud I can hear it from across the room. I call my parents, my mom cries, happy tears. We text Mike, Derek, all our friends. Everyone's excited, congratulating us. That night we lie in bed, Riley still staring at her ring. This is real, right? I'm not dreaming? Very real, you're stuck with me now. Good, I don't want to be unstuck. We fall asleep holding each other. Next few months are wedding planning chaos. Riley wants something small, I agree. Just close friends and family, nothing extravagant. We pick a venue, a garden by the lake, holds about 50 people. Set the date for 6 months out, gives us time to plan. Both our families are thrilled. Riley's mom keeps sending her wedding dress options. My mom keeps asking about grandchildren, which is way too early. Work throws us an engagement party. My coworkers are cool about it. Marcus brings champagne, everyone toasts to us. Never thought I'd see Josh settle down, one coworker jokes. Me either, honestly, I respond. Riley's work does the same, her team loves her. One of her coworkers pulls me aside. Take care of her, she's special. I know, I will. The wedding planning is surprisingly fun. We pick a theme, kind of nerdy, but classy. Table names are video game locations instead of numbers. Our cake topper is custom made, looks like our favorite anime characters. We're such dorks, Riley says, looking at the planning board. The dorkiest, but it's our wedding. Exactly. Mike is my best man, obviously. Riley's best friend from college, Emma, is her maid of honor. They get along great, both roast us constantly. Can't believe Riley's marrying you, Emma says at the rehearsal dinner. Can't believe she said yes, Mike adds. Can you both shut up? I laugh. The wedding day arrives faster than expected. I'm nervous as hell, standing at the altar with Mike. You good, bro? Terrified. That's normal, you're about to get married. What if I mess up my vows? Then you mess up, she's marrying you anyway. The music starts. Riley walks down the aisle with her dad. She looks absolutely beautiful, crying happy tears already. I'm crying too, can't help it. We exchange vows. I stumble over words, but she doesn't care. I promise to always be your player too, to support your weird hobbies, to watch anime with you at 2 a.m., and to love you even when you're being a stubborn disaster. Everyone laughs. Riley's vows are better. I promise to be your partner in all things, to laugh at your terrible jokes, to let you win at Mario Kart sometimes, and to remind you that you're worthy of love even when you forget. I'm full on sobbing now. The officiant pronounces us married, we kiss. Everyone cheers. The reception is perfect, small and intimate. We have our first dance to a Ghibli movie soundtrack, very on brand for us. Speeches are hilarious. Mike tells embarrassing stories. Derek shows up, gives a surprisingly touching speech about watching me grow up. That kid came into my store lost and now he's found. Proud of you, Josh. The night ends with us exhausted but happy. Honeymoon is a week in Japan. We've both always wanted to go. Tokyo is overwhelming. Kyoto is beautiful. We eat our weight in ramen, visit anime studios, gaming arcades, temples, everything. This is the best week of my life, Riley says at a cat cafe. Same, we should just move here. We don't speak Japanese. Minor detail. We come back to reality, back to work and normal life. But it's different now. We're married. There's this permanent quality to it that feels good. Settle back into routine, both working, coming home to each other. 6 months after the wedding, Riley brings up something. What if we got a cat? Random. But okay, why now? Because we're stable, we can afford it, and I want a little creature to love. Okay, let's get a cat. We go to a shelter, look at dozens of cats. Riley falls in love with this black cat with white paws. He looks like he's wearing socks. That's the one then. We name him Spike, after Cowboy Bebop. He's the most chaotic cat ever, knocks things over constantly. But we love him. Life becomes work, Riley, and cat. It's simple and good. 2 years into marriage, we're sitting on our couch. Spike is sleeping on Riley's lap. I'm playing video games. We made it, Riley says randomly. Made it where? Here, this life, being happy. I pause the game. We really did, from rejected disasters to married with a cat. Think our younger selves would believe this? Absolutely not. They'd think we're lying. We sit in comfortable silence. You know what's weird? I say. What? I used to keep count of every rejection, obsessed over each one. Same. I had a whole list. Now I can't even remember most of their names. Because they don't matter. They were just wrong people at wrong times. Exactly. And if any of them had said yes, we wouldn't have found each other. She's right. Every rejection led us here. Every no was just redirecting us to the right yes. I'm glad you walked into that game store, I say. I'm glad you were working that day. Best $35 sale I ever made. Still going on about that? Forever, Spike meows, demanding attention. We're both laughing. This is it. This is the life we built from. Rejection and failure. And it's perfect. My face when I was rejected 60 times, but the 61st person I asked became my wife. That feeling when you realize all those rejections were just the universe making sure you were available for the right person.